motion never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the panorama shot. Whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front. And remember that the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long, think it's time for you to move on. Realize that there's real lies in these real times, so be strong.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting, 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 waiting. But will you wait for me?
My whole life I'm forever grinding, waiting for my time to shine just like a diamond. But life is rough and I ain't with that funny stuff. I use it all as motivation, but it's hard to have the patience. Watching time fly by might be the hardest thing I have to do in life. Frustrated that I ain't where I want to be yet, but I know that I'ma make it if I chase that check. Yes.
Cause I done seen the time go by for too many years now when the stars were aligned. Cause I done seen the time go by. Yeah, I done seen the time go
I've
by.
been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting, 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 waiting. But will you wait for me?
Hey, hello guys. Long time no see. I've been suffering from a lot of things to do at work, and also some man cold, or cold at least. So I have been thinking and preparing a lot of stuff, but I have not gotten to actually publish anything on YouTube yet in regards to the new holes, dreaded dunes. Lots of sand there, isn't it? I have been playing at least Tour 5 and Tour 8 to try to map out and find some decent ways through these courses. Hopefully we will be able to learn something together tonight. If you have any ideas, comments and improvements of my techniques, please write something in chat so we can learn together, right? That's the whole idea. Learn the new courses, prepare for tomorrow opening qualifier. We will see if I do master or expert this time around, but I believe it will be expert, but you never know. I might change my mind until tomorrow. We will be streaming tomorrow night, doing the qualification round. So let's start. Just goofing around with basic balls and Tour 5. As you can see or saw, maybe I was too fast, but some of these guys are getting quite good, so hopefully we will be able to find some edge to get our trophies back. Otherwise, I guess we will have to do that after tournament week is over. But that's not as fun as doing it against these guys who are really good. What have you been up to? Have you been also learning the new courses? Maybe we need to go to Tour 8. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's try to find these trophies that we lost at least first. It's not so much fun doing Tour 8 because there's 3 courses and we will not get as many new holes as on Tour 5. At least that's what I believe. I will be streaming this tournament, and the level is still to be decided, but I believe it will be expert. Yes. So this hole you can drive several ways. Either you go directly like this guy is doing, and trying to reach as far as up the hill towards the green as possible. Of course, with tailwind you will be able to drive it very far up there, but the fairway is quite narrow and slopes very heavily to the left. So if you want to miss, you want to hit right, like this guy is doing, and roll down a little bit to the left. So I'm not sure. I probably cannot reach there without overpower, so I will just go here. The other alternative is to go here or directly there and have a short iron or wedge. But let's go here. It's 10%, so 6, it's about 7.5. So that's 5 rings with this club. And we hit great. And we are in the rough. Well, that's it. That's shit happens, right? You all only have to deal with it. 5 of you already here. Anybody that I know? At least 1 or 2 of you must be clanmates from the Swedish Golf Mafia. Nobody dares to write something in the chat, so I don't know who we are. Right, so next. I don't know, it looks very uphill, but I'm not really sure. Maybe it's not far enough to actually matter, but... So, what do we have? We have about half club there. So that's 3 per ring, more or less. So 1/3 of a ring. Well, that's not a lot. and then you need to have hit perfect as well. That's the big problem. Oh, wow. Hello, Nelio Gonzalez. So, I believe you are new to the channel. I don't think we have chatted at least before. So, welcome. Extra welcome to you. And thank you for the good luck. We were able to snipe that one. Cool. Fantastic that you found back. Yes, boom. That is unusual for me to hit the rough iron and sandwich is perfect. That is not my strong side. Have you been preparing a lot for the tournament? Been trying all the new holes and what's not? Yeah, it's... So what do you find? Have you been... Are you doing okay? Have you been doing some Tour 11 as well? For Master? Yeah, same for me. Done most of it in Tour 8, but I found that there was a lot of very proficient people there, so yeah, I find Tour 11 a little bit too scary at the moment. Even though I have the money, maybe it's I'm not ready for it yet. Maybe it will come shortly, I don't know, but that is still to be conquered for me. I have done some master level tournaments and done okay, but unfortunately I haven't found the guts to go there and face the tour. This one is really interesting as well, this hole, because there's a lot of people trying out the rocks in the middle, and I don't understand it. Most of the time it just bounces wherever, and never seen anybody really getting anything out of that. But still people are trying, and that's that's what happens usually. So what I've been trying is just blast it down there, like over there, 10%, so it's 6 rings, more or less. Push 4, not too much, maybe 1 ring. And then we should end up quite close to the end of the fairway. Oh, we could have pushed up another ring. In any case, this looks uphill for me, but if you sometimes if you aim on the fairway before the fringe, it seems that you get pushed very heavily to the left, and to compensate for that is really difficult. So I've been trying to land on the fringe or green instead, because in that way you will get a lot, in my view, a lot better consistency of the rollout. So that's what we're going to try. And maybe if you go from that side, maybe you get pushed to the right instead. I don't know. I have not tried that. No. So we are quite close to max. No side spin, whatever, and we have a little slight headwind, I think. So we will push forward the end of the ball guideline like that, and then we adjust 4 rings. No, let's do 4.5. Okay. And let go. Hello, GC Acehood. GC Acehood. Welcome. Boom again. But the wins here are not that difficult. So what do you say? Should we try Tour 8 instead? Let's go on. Let's try to find a few more holes here on Tour 5 first. Hopefully we can get some shootouts as well. Yes, I know. Thank you for that. But not today. I'm even playing from the front tee at the moment, but I will move up to the pro and expertise a little bit later, maybe now. It seems like we don't get any decent competition here, so let's do Tour 8 instead. But then we are most likely getting a lot of other holes as well.
Great shot. Perfect shot.
So this approach is quite easy to get quite close, but it's damn difficult to get it aced. So we'll need to use a little bit overpower here. 7, maybe not so much. Just a little bit.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Now it's pro and expert T. But unfortunately Tour 8 is consisting of three courses now, so we'll only get every third hole as one of the new ones.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
So GC Asud, are you still here? Have you been practicing on Tour 11?
Birdie.
I heard from some people that had done that it's the holes are quite challenging. So we have a quite heavy headwind. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll need to play this with the driver, or from this tee down here, because the normal approach is from the fairway to the left of where he's laying up. But I don't think it's possible to do that unless we sort of max out, overpower our sniper, or possibly use the driver.
Great shot.
Oh, that's a really nice shot. Unfortunately, he's going very long, but the direction was really nice. So, what do we do? What do we do? It's like maybe we can set up from here. 10% is like 10 rings. 5, 10. And we lose a little bit. And we need to curl it.
Perfect shot.
Let's see. Ooh. Very close.
Nice on.
Very close. Very close. Maybe we lost it even. Nope. Okay, so I went with 0 topspin, I think. And still came really, really hot in that headwind. Now we have a new hole. One of the par 4s with the real sand trench in the middle. So this hole, I found that we have more or less 3 alternatives. One going left, furthest left, which is easy to find the landing position over here. But then we have a rather hard second shot, and this one is not too easy either, but I believe most rewarding if you make it. I'm not sure. I think we go here today. So 10% is 7.5 rings, and then because this way, if we miss, we will be closest to the green and not risk and being short in the rough somewhere. So our opponent is going to the left. Let's see how he's doing on the reach for that hole. I've been a little bit worried, and now he's also got that thing in the middle. I guess it's in play, but I'm not sure. So this is long iron, short iron, min, long iron. Nine, 3, 10 rings. So
Perfect shot.
oh, I adjusted max. Sorry, should have been 6.6. You can't win them all. So we have a confirmation that it's possible to reach it with the sniper and the power 0 bow, so I guess it's preference more or less, unless you have the opportunity to actually drive to get really close to the green, and then you need to choose the two more narrow parts of the fairway to bounce on, because if you go left you won't be able to come back to the green.
Birdie.
So hopefully we will get a new hole on the shootout, but we won't get that lucky, I guess. Not sure which to go for. Let's do like that. It's probably in the rough. So we lost it. Yes, we did. He will have a little bit better because he can adjust further down, but he has more wind to take care of. Not that much anyway.
Great shot. Nice on.
Okay, not so lucky. We get one of the older ones. Not ultra old though, because this is part of the holes that they rebuilt, right? So we go with 2 top spin. I think 1, 2 tops. Yeah. And then we do like that. Then I think we need to take 3 more rings. Ooh. Even 2 top spin was too little, and I should have went with all the curl I had. That was unfortunate. Let's see if we can recover from that one. We really got way behind the trees there. Well played. Close. So, I think we get a 3rd chance to beat this guy, maybe. It's money for him, isn't it? Me doing all these crazy shots, ending up in the very bad places. And the second shot is really difficult, I think, to ace. It's okay to get it on green, but to nail it, to actually down this one is very difficult. Let's do 10%. It's like 9 rings.
Great shot.
Close.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
So now he has to save himself from the rough. It's of course not impossible, but not so easy. I would say going with this approach is less likely to sink it.
Great shot. Nice on.
Let's go again. Still another one that is not one of the new ones. Oh, looks like the same again.
Great shot.
So welcome everybody that is joining. We are trying to find some new holes. Unfortunately, we are also having some old holes to to pass through.
Great shot.
But maybe we can learn something from that as well. You know for sure that that is making things more difficult. So what did we do? We used 2 topspin. So I think we use only 1.5 now. 1.5, 4. We're going to end up there somewhere.
Perfect shot.
No, it's too wide. Difficult one. To really dial it in, I don't know how to do that. It's more or less you can do some decent adjustment and then hope for that it drops, because actually aiming and dropping it is I don't know. As soon as you start adding curl to your shots, it's very difficult. So, just to iterate what I already said earlier, I will be streaming this coming week's tournament. It will be master or expert level. I'm still in search for some cards to upgrade my Cataclysm, and by running the master, I barely is able to with my current skill level, I'm barely just squeezing through to the weekend, and then I'm not really in competition for the better places. So I will end up with I'm constantly ending up with a lot of a lot of bad chests, not really complementing my bag. So I will probably be running expert for a couple of more tournaments, and then we will decide after that when it's time to go for masters more permanently. As I see it, expert is perfect for building your bags. Masters is of course perfect for challenging your skill level. So let's hope we can find some new holes now. Chris, Eagle Peak. This hole is quite interesting though, because I've received some winds favoring going to the left, and found that if you can go far enough on the left hand side, then you have a really nice approach towards the pin, instead of this crappy backspin shot that you have to do from this side of the hole or the course. But with that head, like 5.6 in headwind going against that, then I don't think we can get far enough up there without really pushing it, and then we of course risk of ending up in the rough or something at that end, and then we are definitely screwed, because we're going to be short and not reach the green. This way it's quite safe to just get to the green and get your eagle, but it's rather difficult to actually do anything better. So that's where we want to land. 10% is about 6.
Perfect shot.
The only really difficult thing about that is if we go too long, because then I will need to go with my B52, and that one has not enough backspin to do this shot. then we will have to find some other way of approaching, but I think we are okay with going with our snipers in this case. When we had this hole in a tournament earlier, then of course we dialed this one in, and I believe the golden thing was to get, there was a one of the darker squares up there that you wanted to aim for. And I tried to replicate that afterwards, of course, but not been really successful. So let's see. I think it was, see this triangle up here, this one. That's the one we're going for. And then we move a little bit up, and then we move. How much? 7 rings. Let's try 7. And let's see where we end up. Oh. Oh, not too bad. As I said, it's very unlikely to sinking that one. It's very difficult. If you can get to the left hand side of the hole instead, and then approaching with your sniper, that's a bigger chance of sinking, dropping this one actually. Or if you can get really close and approach it with your short iron or something like that. You guys rock. So what level tournaments are you going to play? You guys rock. For the coming week, have you decided yet? Let's give it half a ring extra.
Perfect shot.
Hello again, Nilio. That half a ring
Nice on.
might have costed me this shootout. You should never. We're doing okay. We haven't found that many of the new holes though, but thanks for dropping by again. Maybe they start coming now when you're here to watch. Thanks for dropping by again. Maybe they start coming now when you're here to watch. But we are holding our own, I guess. Not doing too bad, not doing too good. We are holding our own, I guess. Not doing too bad, not doing too good.
Perfect shot.
Oh, I guess we snatched it anyway. Close. No, he didn't want to try to get his money back. the 6 of you watching, no, not much activity in chat, so it's difficult for me to know what to say. I hope you enjoy the show. If you like what you see, please hit subscribe and thumbs up if you like this type of material, so that I know that I want to that we should do more of it. So this one is of course a difficult one. In the beginning, everybody tried to play down to the little fairway patch to the left hand side down the slope, and then everybody's trying to push the right hand side like this guy is doing. But I don't know. There's, of course, if you spend a better ball and with some extra additional power and use a driver with lots of topspin, this is of course an alternative. But I don't think it's a lot better than just playing up short. Like up the hill a little bit over here. So 3 topspin. This one is 20%, so it's about 1.5. That's 9-ish. So let's do like that. A little bit overpower as we have it straight in the face.
Great shot.
And we want to just place ourselves more or less like that, because now we have a straight approach to the green with our sniper. But of course, that one is not easy to sink, because it's one of these roll up on the backside and fall back, and I don't really fancy doing that. It's so unpredictable. And I don't think the sniper has enough backspin to actually do one of those type of shots. You can try. see what it looks like. But the area of the fairway here is really short, so as you can see, we will not be able to squeeze that one in. So we rather go like that, go high and try to fall back. So we'll do like that, we'll do like that. Then we have min plus 10. So let's do 1-to-1 here. 6.5. See where that puts us, and a little bit counter curl just to great.
Great shot. Nice on.
Mr. Great hits us again, but I mean, even if you hit that one perfect, it's not for certain it drops. It's far from it, I would say. Far from it. Which way do you usually go on this hole? Are you playing to rate a lot?
Birdie.
Which way do you favor? I mean, apart from the tournamentish mega, what is hook, where you try to go for the green. I mean, apart from that, which way do you favor? So this one the wind really takes off on the second bounce here. So 10% is going to be 10, 11, and then we counter it a little bit as well.
Perfect shot.
Oh, that was not so good. Between the trees, like I did, or which way? From the right hand side, or from the left? If you sort of roll down the slope to the left, you could actually find some way left side. Okay, yeah, that I find that drive a little bit. Ah, you mean the little thing that where you go straight through the trees and have a very straight approach. Yeah, that is of course an alternative. But I don't know if which one is better. I think more they are more or less. I think we won this in any case. He underestimated the secondary, the jump in the when you do this a lot of backspin in the uphill thing. It seems like the wind is actually pushing your ball a lot more than it's actually showing. Yeah, I've seen people do that as well, but I don't know if it's a lot better than my approach. Maybe you can actually then have a first bounce on the big fairway patch there you have on the left hand side, and have a more controlled approach towards the hole. Okay, I think we have been doing this for an hour. I will at least make a break. I might come back a little bit later, but for now this is it. So make sure to check me out in tomorrow evening, because I will be doing the qualification round, and I leave it as a surprise if it's going to be master or expert. So good luck, guys. I will also put together my own little sort of tutorial of the Dreadful Dunes. I started my format, which there is a video already on my channel on the par 5s, I think it was, that was done on the Sunshine Glades or the Monster Marsh that it was called, the last tournament. And I will be doing the similar setup and material, prepare some similar material for the Dreadful Dunes, and hopefully I will be able to put that out before we have the opening rounds on Thursday. So that is at least my goal. Good luck in the tournament, and see you out there. Take care, and thanks for coming, everybody. Good luck in the tournament, and see you out there. Take care.